Oh, keep in mind, just 32 days before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen, but Christmas might not be in the minds of these players right now. Of course, they would like to play in a championship, which I would call the Christmas championship of the PBA. San Miguel Beer and Swift. Ball game reads Swift in front, 45-43. We welcome you to the second half.
Not a very high-scoring ball game, but San Miguel did manage to come back from a 10-point deficit, despite some very poor statistics. Their shooting from the three-point territory was all right, though.
You were talking about the offensive rebounds towards the end of the first half. How did both teams fare there?
That hurt the Beermen because Swift had 11 offensive rebounds compared to 3, and that's why Swift had 11 more attempts than San Miguel. And San Miguel also had 8 errors compared to only 4 turnovers on the part of the Swift Mighty Meaties.
Harris trying to gain momentum there, draws the double team quickly to Choi Estrada, who's on the floor for the very first time tonight. 12 seconds remaining in the sequence for Swift. Choi with a cut. Here's Nelson Asaitano, unloads a 3. Yes!
Well, Nelson has really played well in this ball game. When he went out with 3 personal fouls, that's when San Miguel also began to make its comeback here. Back to a 5-point lead here for Swift, the biggest being 10 points in this ball game.
Asaitano with 9 points. We are going to start keeping track of the fact that he is 29 points away from making 5,000.
Quite fast also.
Yes, indeed. Travis facing the basket, drawing nothing.
That's goodbye there. Good anticipation on the part of Tony Harris.
I think that he's offering token resistance there. In fact, none at all.
So it's a 5-0 run to start off the third quarter here for Swift. Agustin being confronted by Choi Estrada.
Agustin draws it inside, ended up being bumped upon entry. Choi Estrada trying to ask the official, what did he do? But it will stick, his first personal foul. Any areas of adjustments for both sides, Dr. J?
I think Swift, you know, when they got a big lead, they thought that they could continue to go to the type of either a pick and roll or a one-side type of offensive game, no, and not have screenings or motion offense. And that hurt them when they began to miss as San Miguel began its comeback. On the part of San Miguel, I thought they were a little bit tentative in many shots. And they themselves were using a lot of the clock too much on the outside. That's why they were forced to take some long ones when the shot clock was winding down on them.
So those small little things bringing about the result of the first half, which saw Swift barely on top, 45-43, and as you mentioned, a very low-scoring first half.
Well, Harris asking his teammates to keep on moving.
He's in a wrestling match with Ato Agustin. The street dog gained speed. He cut up the inside, released it with 2 seconds remaining on their shot clock. 2 minutes going by us here.
Started putting a lot of pressure on Ato Agustin, making him work hard to try to bring the ball up to their own front court.
Agustin with a shifty drive, forced. He was clawed by the defense there.
And Harris reading his move very well, went backdoor on that play and forced him to throw up a poor shot.
Don't forget, we're in the third quarter, and when we come around for the third quarter, we'll have our close-up shot of the day as well as our winners in our PBA Fuji YKL promotion coming your way in just a very short while. The street back to Harris. 9 on the shot clock. The street sees an opening again. Still can't get it to go in.
Same play on the previous trip down for Rudy Distrito. He has had very little success with that, just like in the opening stages of this ballgame.
Only 2 field goals so far for the Destroyer. First 2 points coming from the free throw line. All of his 6, in fact, coming in the first quarter. Travis, he's starting to see an opening. The shot no good. Harris checking downstairs. He was going to step on anybody. Up, and away.
Saitano is now in double figures. Distrito helping Travis up. Travis still talking to the referee there.
Saitano with a grand sum of 11, matching his jersey here. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left. Kaidek 3. He sidestepped. Harris thought it was for a foul. Let's see what's the call.
A 3-second violation called against Travis downstairs.
He was anticipating the first release quickly of Kaidek. Kaidek changed his mind for a moment as he tried to shake away Harris.
Yeah, he saw Harris coming, and Harris was sliding, so he could not really take a good shot. Harris pushing off against Agustin, and finally there's a steal. Oh!
And Agustin and Harris get entangled. It's in the hands of Nelson Asaitono. Harris and Agustin talking with each other, but nothing really more.
Nice
Kaidik with a
steal
near
by
steal.
Kaidik.
Ooh, banging bodies falling to the deck. Asaitono with a personal foul, his fourth.
The whole San Miguel Beer team up in arms, not because of this play, but because there was some extra movement there between Agustin and Harris after they got entangled in the backcourt.
52-45 is the current score with 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. There's Agustin. Estrada applying a defensive hand. Downstairs we go to Tang. The ball rolls away. Tang gets it safely to Dignavice. Presence of mind to pass off.
On the part of Alvin Teng. Okay, 52-47, 5-point lead here for Swift. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. Third quarter of play.
Harris again going through that slow, lazy, deliberate dribble, trying to wait for the right moment to pass off Estrada's drive. Norman Black yelling for a palming violation. Estrada is free inside the three-point arc. The two-pointer from the corner.
It was so big for them because they have been deliberately leaving Estrada alone. They're trying to challenge him to make points, and he hit a long one from about 20 feet.
I was noticing Estrada during the warm-up going into the second half. He was really trying those shots.
Because he was probably told by the coach that he was going to play.
And he's accustomed to the fact that nowadays he must hit that shot.
Because if not, he becomes a weak link in the chain of the offense that they have. No, he's never a weak link on defense. No?
That's a very good point, Dr. J. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Oh, Travis with a sneak-in job.
He shoot a three-pointer there.
On its way!
Harris with a look there. That is also Tyrone May's favorite spot on the floor in this Coliseum. They seem to always make that. And Travis taunting the bench of Swift a little bit with that three-point shot. The lead is down to 2.
Ganun ba yung sinukatan pa ng konti, Dr. J? Asaitono! No siree. Troy Estrada picking it up. The destroyer, one fake, one shot, no bucket. Travis colors the rebound. San Miguel with a chance to tie it up.
Well, Distrito is 0 out of 3 in this quarter. He and Solis are having problems scoring. Distrito trying for a steal, comes up with a foul.
Rudy Distrito comes out of that play with his third foul. In terms of team fouls, Swift already with 3, San Miguel an immaculate slate in that department. Solis steps in, pulls out Distrito. 6:19 to go. Sorry, Dr. J.
Meneses also coming in for Asaitono, who had to leave because of 4 personal fouls. But Yang Diao is having problems getting scoring from his guards, which is his biggest advantage,
yes,
against teams.
Alan Kaidik starts his drive. He'll draw the double. It's a short pass. Alan changing his mind at the last moment. Lots of time on the shot clock. Backs it.
Can't give a shooter that open area, and Swift will have to call a timeout.
Some holes have to be patched as far as the Swift defense is concerned. We have a timeout, as Dr. J said. Score stands 54 all. 5 minutes 56 to go. Harris trying to regain possession after that miss. San Miguel doing a better job on the boards here. Travis thought about it. Agustin challenges Ria Lubin.
Yes. That's a very difficult shot with a big man's hands on top of you, and San Miguel takes the lead after a long while, I think since the start of the first quarter.
Yes, 9-0 run by the Beermen. Troy Estrada takes a look inside. Can't get it to Tony Harris downstairs. Here's Meneses. Ooh, offensive foul.
He put that elbow on the face of Agustin. I think that's a good call. He put the elbow on, and Agustin was down on the floor there. He's just trying to post up.
Here's a second look. We shall try to catch
Try to see him come off that screen. Now, watch that elbow here. Although Agustin also makes sure that he rolls with it. He sees it coming, he rolls with it. And
baka SOS Devil dati yan. Stuntman dati ito si Renato.
Third personal foul of Tony Harris in that play. 14 fouls called against Swift.
Pass. Kaidik free for a 3.
Yes! And San Miguel 12-0 run now. Third three-point shot for Alan Kaidik. 5-point lead for them. Troy Estrada trying to start a reply.
San Miguel now on top after tying up the count at 54.
Are they confident or are they not? A 13-0 run gets them a 7-point lead now, Seth. And all of a sudden, the Beermen's fans are alive while Swift has fallen into a stupor here.
Illegal defense call. Let's take a look at our close-up shot of the day, brought to you by Close-Up Toothpaste. This is Eileen Araneta Reyes. I understand from our staff that she's the sister of Alex Araneta. And this lovely face brings us our close-up shot of the day, brought to you by Close-Up, shiny white teeth, fresh your breath. And she gets a gift back to Close-Up as well as a chance to party at Faces, being her party space. We have some friends from Faces who are here with us tonight. And we're happy that they could join us here. Great game they're watching together with you. 61-54 is our count now. 4:22 remaining.
Well, that technical foul shot went in, so it's now 61-55. San Miguel caught for illegal defense. Distrito back into the ball game for Estrada. And we have Ravanes coming into the ball game replacing Agustin. And Solis is 0 out of 8 tonight from the field. And that's what's really hurt Swift in this ball game.
Feeling a bit of the frustration.
I think they're really pressured. They're playing a very pressure-packed game. You know, earlier San Miguel was playing poorly. They had a 10-point lead, but when San Miguel put the pressure, it was very difficult for them to respond. Although we're only in the third quarter.
61-55, as Dr. J pointed out. Travis falling.
Travis is trying to do too much at this point. You know, instead of getting the offense of his teammates who have been contributing well.
61-57, 3:37. Of course, the locals, big portion of the score contributed by the locals, as you mentioned. Dignadice lost control, tries to regain it. A whistle. Meneses with a push. Vergel with his first foul, but this is going to be Swift's fifth as a team. Nothing for San Miguel. A timeout is taken by San Miguel Beer with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third. Oh, this quarter is going by us very quickly. Hey, that play looked as easy as ABC 1, 2, 3.
Well, it just shows the inattentiveness of the defensive man. At the same time, Harris has 3 personal fouls, so he wasn't going to risk giving up another run here in the third quarter.
Oh, steal. Travis. Distrito trying to stay and stick with him. Turn around. Easily done.
San Miguel has the better of the run here in this quarter. They have now an 8-point lead, 2:50 left. Swift struggling to try to look for its points, trying to set and call up a play. They've had that problem. And obviously San Miguel, that's the first team foul, first foul of Rabanes. They've got a lot of give here to end this quarter.
San Miguel really tightening the screws here and even outgunning Swift in the last 5 minutes.
18-3, that's big margin. Look at the double team. Harris finally losing it.
Distrito. I thought he'd crash into our camera over there. 3 won't go. Rebound battle. Harris winning out. Lead pass to Solis. He will get a layup. First 2 points of Solis.
Yes, and he had come from a layup. He was 0 out of 8 previous to that attempt. No? So he's 1 out of 9 from the field in this ballgame.
Alan K. Dick. Solis is all over him, but Teng is there inside, short stab, nowhere to go. Art de la Cruz has it, beats Harris to it. Here's Travis, uncorks a 3. No siree. Rebound. It's a toss-up. Dick stepping back. Cha-cha-cha. No.
Hell no.
Travis.
I think they just may have made a mistake in the call, and he was corrected by referee Chua. It hit Travis, and Travis knew it.
But Travis was already celebrating, Dr. J.
He intimidated the referee in that play. Here it hits the foot of Travis, goes between the legs of Distrito on the way out. It's clear. Distrito even eating some of the popcorn of the mayor here.
Is it an unofficial courtesy call?
You must think that's gum.
65-59, a minute and 40 seconds remaining. Yang Yao with that serious look of his. Foul on Rabanes, too close. But as you mentioned, Dr. J, a lot of fouls to get up. Second team foul, second on Rabanes.
Plus on the weak side, something happened there as Travis is given a warning.
Our imports, this particular batch, Dr. J, an intense lot, huh? They all want
Speaks
to
well of them.
Yes, they all want to win. By the way, talking of winning, Ken Redfield was our Gilby's guest player, best player earlier. He helped Pepsi create a 96-94 win in overtime.
So Miguel allowing an easy penetration there, pirouette for Verhel Meneses, 65-61.
There's Kenny Travis. There's Samboy Lim, back in the game, together with Fernandez. Travis. Shot clock cut down to 6. The pass of Art de la Cruz blocked. It's in the hands of Ramon. Shot clock down to 2. He will take it. Short. 4-point lead by the Beermen. Threatened seriously now.
That's the way this game has gone, actually. Both teams have had their runs.
Rabanes giving up the foul, his third. Had a hand on him on the ball, but also had a hand on Harris. All of the fouls of San Miguel belong to Rabanes.
He's going to use them as long as it's not in the act of shooting. Norman, I don't think will mind.
Yes. There's Trito. Short range. Missed. Tip in. Ria Lubit.
Well, the big men of Swift have really played well. Ria Lubit and Asaitono have played well. Like I said, what they've been lacking is the backcourt scoring, which usually is a very consistent thing for them.
Travis finally getting to go across the timeline. Samboy traveling.
Tried to force that play there on the part of Samboy. So 17.8 seconds left here in this quarter, and Swift has an opportunity to equalize on this play.
Naisip siguro ng ibang San Miguel fans dyan, ilang points na ba si Samboy? Only 2 points so far in this game.
Well, it came off a layup, remember?
Yes, that happened way back in the first quarter.
Correct.
Harris curling. Rabanes, the owner of the 4 fouls of San Miguel as a team.
5.6 seconds left.
This is a fast third quarter, Dr. J. Long three, out. Rabanes, desperation. 36 minutes go by us. We'll need 12 more. Final quarter will come your way in a very, very short while.